Hey, it's your girl Racqui B with the rundown each and every Monday, 100.9 FM. Today's episode is crazy. Talk to my girl Courtney. Got LOLA'S non-for-profit organization. She is representing. Then we switch gears. Got my boy Shy the Realist. Dropped his track. Go get that album. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. Listen, it's a dope show. Stay locked in.
Got a clip for that monkey business. 4-5 got change for you. Motorcades when we came through. Presidential with the planes too. When better get you with the residential. Undefeated with the cane too. I said no to the Super Bowl. You need me, I don't need you. Every night we in the end zone. Tell the interview with me, city.
Freak.
Hey. What? Oh, don't be coming in bumping because you late. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. He's trying to make up for us because he's late.
You brought us something, it seems like it'll turn right on up.
All the way out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
He ain't playing no serious.
You notice I'm ignoring her, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm trying to make up for lost time. Listen, I got Courtney. What's up?
Yes, girl. Thank you for having me.
Oh my
this is
gosh.
dope.
No problem. Thank you. So, what's up?
So I know you have been, wondering what's LOLA'S Eyes all about.
Yes, let's talk about LOLA'S Eyes. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so LOLA'S Eyes is a non-for-profit organization that I started, for my daughter Logan Kimball, who is totally blind. She was born blind, which was, really hard for the family, but
Right.
she's definitely a blessing. Like, she's so full of life. Like, she's so happy. The goal, of LOLA'S Eyes is to basically raise awareness to, youth and other blind children that's around. I'm also looking into doctors in Miami that can possibly do some type of surgery for Logan.
Okay.
I eventually want to, it's so much stuff that I'm trying to do right now.
Right.
It's just,
So is she like fully blind, partially blind? Can she see certain colors? I know there's like different levels to blindness.
Blind.
Right.
well, we did see two different specialists, and both people did tell me that she was totally blind, but Logan is a fighter. She don't like
Right.
doctors, get away from her. So, like, once they get close, she's like, no, leave me alone. And I really, I think that, it could be done better. I think an exam, they need to have a more thorough exam
Yeah.
for her.
Right.
And here, she's just not getting what she deserves. You know what I mean?
Right. So you reached out to other specialists in a different state?
Yes, I'm actually looking into relocating. They have better school systems for Logan. We're trying to do the best we can here, but it's very limited for blind children. They have a school for the deaf. The closest school for the blind is in Batavia. That's almost an hour drive, you know what I mean? Over an hour drive back and forth every day. That's just out of question for my 5-year-old,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So,
right. So listen, do what you have to do for your daughter. And I've seen photos, I've seen videos. She's a very spunky, sassy young girl, like her mama. So is there anything because I know when one sense is gone, it strengthens the others, correct?
Right.
So what have you noticed? What is her strength?
So Logan's strength is all the way music, girl. I was thinking about bringing her because I'm like, my baby might want to sing, I might have her sing a little something for the people, girl. Listen, music is her thing. She'll hear a song, every type of music, jazz, gospel, rap, the kids song. She know every song. She'll hear a song. She's able, mommy, I hear the piano. I hear the, guitar. She can play now instruments. She's doing beats on the table, girl. Music is her thing. She's a musical genius.
Oh my God! See,
she sing, girl.
See, that's a fact. That's never. Listen, one disability is not the end of it. It's always you can strengthen. There's other attributes that you can definitely strengthen,
Absolutely.
and she is a fighter. Okay,
Absolutely.
She is a fighter. I wouldn't even know that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know that because the way she interacts.
Yeah.
If you didn't start this foundation,
Right.
I wouldn't have known that your daughter was blind.
Yeah,
I
and
wouldn't have known.
A lot of people, even now, a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, Courtney, I never knew." And it's people I knew for years, and it was really, really hard. You know what I mean? And then, how things are today, it's like you can't necessarily put stuff out there like that because then you have people on social media to try to use it against you. And then it's like about my baby.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you will turn up.
Exactly. Like
going
about
down.
my baby. Like
Right.
that's a different.
You have to protect.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I try to remain positive about it. You know, it was really hard for us. So now, you know, God made her how He made her. You know, she's a blessing. Like she's the happiest baby. Like. She's so full of life. So at this point, it's like, you know, baby, we rocking. You know what I mean? We're going to figure this out. I'm going to make sure you have everything that you need. You know what I mean? Moving forward. So
don't
I
cry.
feel like what you
don't
do.
cry.
I feel like what
we
you
got to
doing
put
is
some turn up
powerful,
music because she
right?
about to cry.
Because
good, girl.
what you're doing is very,
joy.
very powerful.
Very.
And, you know, continue to stay encouraged to keep going forward because you're giving other parents and other people hope who's in a similar situation as you. You know, a lot of people, they'll be in a situation and feel like it's over.
Right.
You know, you don't want to look at a disability as a death. No.
Right.
You can still, you know, make the best of your circumstances. And, you know, while you're doing that, you open up other people's eyes who's older than you, who's been in this situation longer. Now they're like, oh my God, I can do something about it. Like, there's somebody I can relate to. You know, there is hope. So keep going.
Right. And it's also strengthening your attributes as well. Like you're probably learning so much about yourself through her, you know. Through this trial, you learn a lot about yourself, your strength. You know, you didn't know you had this type of strength. So it's good that you
God honest truth.
And it sounds like
it
sounds like she's stronger than you. Like she's like, there ain't nothing wrong with me.
Right.
No, seriously.
She's like, what's wrong with you?
And I'm sure
And don't let me
strength.
start crying because she's like, Mommy, stop. No crying. Like she's just I don't know, she's so special. She's so special. She's really a blessing for real.
and you are you were chosen for a reason.
Absolutely.
You were chosen to go through this and deal with this for a reason.
Absolutely.
God don't make mistakes, man.
I agree.
Don't
Everything
make
happens for a
mistakes.
reason.
Because I already said God knows that I can't deal with certain stuff. All right, because
We're all
I don't
built
know if I
for
can say
certain
this on
things.
air.
Absolutely.
Courtney was built for this.
She was built for that.
She was built for this.
She was built for
Even
that.
if she never knew she was built for this, she's finding out now. Now she could look herself in the mirror like, wow, and then to see the strength of your own daughter, that gives you more strength. Like, oh, okay, you good, so I'm good too. Let's
Right,
like
she pushed me. She motivated me so much. Like I never would have thought I would even like now I'm an LPN. Never would have thought I would be a nurse. Never would have thought I would be going to LPN school. And now I'm, pursuing RN. That type of thing, and then I'm doing this, and it's like
she's getting money.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm looking
like,
like, that's all I see is money. I'm like,
she keeps me broke, okay?
How old is she?
She is 5. She'll be 6 in November.
Until she hits 16.
And was she born this way, or is this something that developed over time?
Well, I don't know if like when she was first born, she was very, very ill. So she was in the NICU for 2 months. You know what I mean? They really didn't know why she was sick. I had a normal pregnancy. Like everything was fine. We did testing. I had genetics, like all kind of things, because we just didn't know what's going on. So I think they spent a lot of time trying to keep her comfortable, that they felt to kind of do a blind test. I did not find out my daughter was blind until she was 7 months. I was speaking to, I would speak to like the pediatricians and that, like, I would talk to my pediatrician, like, I think she's, like she's not focusing anymore. And he was like, well, let's just wait till she gets 6 months. Sometimes it takes some time. I'm like, 6 months, after 6 months, we'll look into it. 6 months came, it was still the same problem. They sent me to a doctor and, a specialist at like Rochester General. And he was just so rude. He was just like, I don't understand how you guys didn't know. Like, she's totally blind. He was so rude.
So he basically put the blame on you.
Yeah, like, how didn't you guys know? Like, how? It was just, so that's why I think for a long time, a lot of people didn't know. Like, I wasn't really voicing it because it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it was, like I said, very hard to deal with and then come to terms with, so.
Right.
But she went through a lot. Like, she went through a lot. And she's, like, totally healthy now. So it's like everything she went through before, it's like it's gone. Like she overcame it, and she's gonna overcome this too. That's just one thing that she lost. She's gonna be so much greater. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. Do you feel in any way like the Rochester school system failed you or failed Logan in any way?
I will say that it's very hard to find, like, transitioning her from, because she went to school, you know, like a medically fragile school, and like she went to like Mary Cariola, which I didn't think was a good spot for her, because Logan is very smart. She's very bright, you know what I mean? She knows everything she should know. She's on the right track for a 5-year-old, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it was hard trying to get her out of Mary Cariola, because, you know, who wants their kid in a city school? And then like, kids are brutal these days.
Yes.
These kids are brutal. So, you know, like, you really have to, I don't want to put my daughter anywhere that I don't feel comfortable. And she's big on spirits because she can't see. So she'll walk in the room, and if she's not feeling it, she's not feeling it. Wow. You know what I mean? So it's like, I had to take that into consideration. There's not a lot of vision therapists, you know, that's able to go, like, if I wanted to put her in, like, say, Nazareth, they don't have vision therapists because that's not a typical, you know,
like a common thing.
It's like, it's so hard finding a school. Like,
yeah, that's the things about the smaller cities that, like, if you're in New York now, you have Mount Sinai, you got like a whole bunch of places in the city that you go, and they have the schools within there.
Right.
But here it's like, even private schools. Certain private schools, I'll be like, I'm not paying my money for that.
Yeah.
You know? But hey, it's give and take.
Give and take, definitely. Well, we have more with Courtney when we get back from this break. Stay locked in. It's the Rundown. Oh yeah. If you're tuned in, it's the Rundown with your girl, Racqui B, each and every Monday here on 100.9 FM. I'm rocking out with my boy, DJ Stunt, and I have Ashford Films, my co-host for today, and my girl, Courtney, in the building. Hey. If you just tuning in, we're just talking about Courtney's beautiful, talented daughter, Logan. Oh, if you don't know, Logan was born blind. She didn't find out she was blind until she was about 7 months. Yes. So what did you notice? What did you notice within her actions that made you think that something was wrong with her vision?
She just, you know, like I said, she was sick when she was in the hospital. Right. And then I felt like she, you know, she would sleep a lot. But then when she was awake, I would think, like, you know, she would look at me. And then at one point, I'm like, well, maybe she's not focusing. Like, you know, start doing little stuff. And it's like, is she focusing? Wait, I don't know. Right. Can't tell. So then I'm like, okay, she's definitely not focusing. Something's not right.
Right.
So that's basically, like, everything goes because she, you know, a lot of people, even that knew Logan for years, they never knew that she was blind. Like, you can look at her and would never be able to tell.
Never. And I could attest to that, because I was stunned when you started your non-for-profit, your LOLA'S. I'm like, who is she doing this for? I had no clue that your daughter had that disability, because you do such a great job in keeping your pride, that part of her, sacred. You know, so I commend you for that, because the social media world is the devil. Can be horrible. Okay. It can be horrible. So I applaud you for keeping that part of her life private till now. So what's up with LOLA'S Eyes? Tell us about that. What was that about?
So LOLA'S Eyes, I just started one day, and I don't understand what came over me. I feel like, you know, lately I've been doing like a lot of praying. I've been trying to like figure out, okay, is nursing really what I want to do? Like, what do I want to do with my life? I just turned 25, so I'm like,
I'm
25,
baby.
Girl.
Wow.
You want to trade? You want to trade?
You want to trade? I want to go back to 25.
I give you everything that I've been through.
What were you doing at 25?
I went through a midlife crisis. What am I doing?
I give you everything that I've been through, and I'll take what you got going on.
I can't. My baby is my everything.
See?
I couldn't do it.
And then when they get old, you be like, man, it's time for you to go. Why are you still here?
No, my baby gotta stay. She's such a mommy's girl. It's horrible. My mom says she's mommy-nized. Mommy-nized.
Sounds about right. So with LOLA'S Eyes, you decided to do this non-for-profit to bring awareness.
Yes, awareness to, you know, blind children. I do know other, you know, blind people that's around my age bracket that's dealing with children with disabilities, and it's really not easy at all. So we kind of tend to lean on each other to help each other out, just to, you know, if you want to talk, you want to cry, want to go out to eat, just want to see, you know, like I met a girl in Mississippi that has a blind daughter, and she comes to me very often. A blind son. She comes to me very often just for advice, like, you know, how can you deal with this? Like, And her son is like 9 months, so she's like fresh. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's hard, and I just want, a lot of parents are ashamed. You know what I mean? Like that, and it's nothing wrong with it. God really gives you certain people for a reason. You know what I mean? Whether it's a friend, whether it's your kid, everything happens for a reason at the right time.
Right.
And I was a little bird in my young days. So it was like, I had a lot of fun at a young age. And I mean, I don't regret it at a young age,
Okay.
Yo, I'm 25
It's
enough.
not that. I think it's that chair.
You think it's chair?
Somebody was sitting in there last week and they was talking reckless.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Oh, she is so old.
Something about this chair.
Yeah, something about that chair.
No, it's not. I'm serious.
I'm about to change the chair for you.
Hey, put this one over
Yeah,
here.
she goes, when I was younger.
Yeah. I'm like, hold up.
Wait, so there's something younger than
what type of
25?
shirt
Like,
is
what?
this?
Listen, I was in Water Street at 15. I don't get it, okay?
Wow.
Listen, I had my
That's crazy.
fun, but Logan sat me on my ass, okay? Like, I went to school, you know, I had to do what I had to do. It was really like, she really like
Motivated
She
you.
basically
grow.
calmed
She
you down.
motivated you. Yeah.
Yeah.
to do
That's what
you gotta do.
kids could do two things: make you hate life, or make you want to do better in life.
Really? That's extreme. That's like
Nah, but it's
You keep it real.
listen.
that's extreme. That's extreme. Make you hate life.
When they get older
Damn it.
and you invested all that money in them, I'm talking from experience. I got two older ones. You be like, man, where did I go
Don't
wrong?
say that. Don't say that, man. We
I be like,
knew
where did I go wrong?
Oh no.
What did I do to my parents to deserve this? And then you
And
start
it will-
thinking about
it will come back.
Yes, it does.
It will
It
come
comes
back.
10 times worse.
We
Yeah,
will
they
come
said
back.
that. I'm dealing with that.
That's why I'm like, oh, thank God I didn't have a girl.
Yeah.
Girl.
I got boys. What you?
Rocky say that all the time.
But you're a man, so it's different. But me as a woman having a son, I'm like, oh, I don't have to deal with what I put my mom through. But I didn't really put my mom through much, so I'm good both ways. I'm good.
I got
I'm
a
good.
question for you, Courtney.
I'm good.
Was there any negativity that you dealt with, like in the past, in regards of, just finally decided to be in public about your daughter, and how did you deal with it?
I got a lot of like negativity, but it wasn't really when I went public. It was just when people was kind of like speculating, like, well, what's wrong with your daughter, or you know, like I've heard a lot of things that I won't, really
Address,
don't want
right.
to. Yeah, you know what I mean. But like it upsets me, but it's nothing I can really do. People make their mind up. They have these things in their head, and if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Kudos to you. You know what I mean? But that's my daughter, and I have to. You know what I mean? Like, I just gotta really ignore it, because if I, try to battle or try to come for everybody that says something about
Because
me and
this
my
is your
daughter,
daughter
it
we're
would
talking
depress
about.
me.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And for my baby, I don't I would go you know what I mean? Like I would go crazy about my child. Like it's one thing, like I can ignore everything, like okay, whatever. But once it's about her, it's like, listen, I can't take it. Like it's hard for me,
Right.
So.
And you said that you actually give women advice that are going through the same thing. What are some of the advice that you give? What's key advice that you give other women?
Cry, because there's nothing wrong with being sad. It's nothing wrong with taking that time. Sit down. If you need to let the baby cry for a second, let that baby cry for a second. Take that time in yourself. Don't ever feel bad because it was never nothing that you could have done. You know what I mean? God made your child that way for a reason. So it's like, take it for what it is and, learn from it. Like, make it your blessing. Don't turn it into something negative. It's not a burden, Like, it's a reason. You know what I mean? Like, if you turn it into something negative, you'll kill yourself. You'll be depressed. You know what I mean?
Right.
See, she got an old soul.
And on the flip side, for people to reach out to you, to look for it, like you just said you had somebody reach out to you from Mississippi. That's God. Like, and you had to be built for the situation, because here it is, you're in this situation and you're reaching out to, or other people are coming to you to look for strength. That's all God. Like, there's nothing, I don't feel like there's a better reward. Like, you know what I mean? At one point, did you look at yourself like, why me? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I still do, and that's why I think I kind of started LOLA'S Eyes, because I'm like, well, what is it that, like, what can I do? My daughter's starting to get older. Like, it's a lot of things. I just want to make sure she's set for the future. So me as a mom, what can I really do to, like, learn other resources or help other people like deal with the same thing that I'm going through.
Right.
So I just started researching and I just started thinking about stuff. I'm like, okay, well maybe, you know, I'll sell lashes, you know, I do dinners. I cook really good, so I do dinners, you know,
you brought
once a
some. You
month.
brought some food.
I did not. I brought
Okay,
you lashes.
so this is. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because we have no
got you next
proof.
month,
We have
I
no
promise.
proof.
I don't wear lashes, so.
I got t-shirts.
I don't wear lashes.
But I do eat though.
Yeah, we need some
I
proof.
got y'all
We need
next
some
month.
proof.
I got y'all, definitely.
Why we gotta wait a whole month to eat?
All of Racqui's
Right.
guests had to come in and prove what it is that they're capable
Exactly.
of. So
It's
now
okay.
we gotta have
It's
you back
okay.
to bring a dish.
I definitely
Yeah,
will,
that's
and
it.
I'll bring Logan too. I'll have her sing
There
for
you
you.
go.
Have her
Alright,
sing
that's
Ella
what's
May. Talking about Ella. Wait, did you guys watch the BET Awards?
Yeah, she was lit.
Of course.
Because you
She's
mentioned.
so awesome.
Okay. All right. I didn't get to see it. So what was your highlights? What did you enjoy?
Why you ain't get to see it? Whoa.
She was lit. She was
I'm gonna
lit.
tell your business.
She was lit.
Just curious. Because she's usually up on everything.
I'm
like that,
usually
so
up on
by the time the
everything.
show come, hey, yo, BET Awards, but
Nah, she was lit. That's why.
busy schedule.
I was lit, and I would say this.
She was all the way lit.
let me say this.
Shout out
She
to
had her
all.
own BET
Yeah.
Awards.
Shout out to all her friends that was out with her yesterday. Y'all know all
As
y'all.
long as you had
Yeah.
fun, that's all that
I
matters.
had. Thank you. I had fun. I did.
Mama
have
gotta
fun.
have a life too.
Mama gotta have a life too. Okay.
Word.
Right. So I didn't get to watch it, but I heard good and bad things.
Yeah, Meek Mill, he did his thing.
Oh,
He-
what?
Okay.
Performance was
Yeah,
really
he-
nice.
he-
I loved
yeah.
it.
He released a new
Perfect
song
Absolutely.
with
Yeah,
Miguel.
perfect.
With Miguel, so that was a good look.
Okay. Okay.
I like J. Cole too.
J,
Cole.
Ah,
His
he set the
performance
whole
was
tone
really
for the whole thing,
nice.
yeah.
and he's bringing out people that people thought he had problems with. So yeah, he did real
That
good.
was dope.
Jamie Foxx did some odd stuff when he brought out. That was kind of weird. I'm still
Wait, what did you
confused.
talk about?
Yeah.
What did he do?
When he brought out Danny Glover.
Yeah, I was all confused.
Not,
like,
I think I missed that part.
yeah, he wasn't supposed to. Yeah, Charles
Childish
Gambino.
Gambino,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
No, I just found out they're the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody just find
Everyone.
out, dude. I'm not. All right, I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I knew all this time, but I did on a low too. I was by myself. I was like, oh, so they are. They said, okay, good. Ain't nobody gonna know that I now know, so I'm good. So if somebody asks me, I'm like, oh, you didn't know that?
Yeah, a lot of people wasn't up on that, but yeah, he brought him out, and I don't think he was supposed to perform.
Yeah.
So that was kind of weird, as I said.
Whoa.
He
Okay.
even said, he went on stage, he was like, I did not know I was supposed to
Yeah.
be up here and do it, so they just went off the fly and did his new track, Welcome to, what was
This
the
Is
song
America.
called? This is America.
Listen, you have to dance when. Do you have that track?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Listen, you have to dance when that song comes on. You have to, you have to
And
do
do
those
his dance and
moves.
do-
No,
Yeah.
I don't really like the song.
You don't?
No.
Nah, it's a conscious
It's
song.
controversial.
Yeah.
It is. It is controversial, but it has. If you listen to the message,
Yeah.
you could get lost in the beat.
Maybe
you
I
can get
need
lost
to
in the
listen.
video.
It's
I
one
don't
of those
like
songs
the
you gotta
beat.
play
That's
like
what I
3
don't
4
like.
Gotta play.
Yeah, no, like as soon as it come on, I'm like switch. Like,
Oh.
it's one of them type of
So
things.
you want the songs with a message, but like it can still got to catch you, melody wise and
Yeah, I'll
beat
listen to
production
it
wise.
though. I'll listen to it.
Yeah, listen to it and just groove. But I heard a lot of people talking about Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, she.
Her- what happened to
I
Nicki
feel like
Minaj?
she was extra.
I just didn't like her hair.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like she was extra.
What was wrong with her?
I feel like she was unnecessarily extra.
Her
Like,
wig
Her
was
performance was alright, but everything else was. Shout out to Cardi B. She's still out there winning.
Oh, she performed too?
Nah,
No.
she got.
Oh, okay. I'm
she
like,
got
damn, she's still performing?
best female artist of the year.
Okay. Okay.
BT got it right all the way around.
I
this year.
agree.
So
And
all the
SZA
awards.
won.
And- oh, yeah,
I was
shout-
so happy about
Shout
that.
out to SZA. She
Finally,
deserved it when the
she-
when the Grammy came around.
I
She was
agree.
supposed to get that. But like I said, BT got it all completely right yesterday. I'm sorry that you missed it, but
I'll watch it.
I see the
I'll watch it again.
the culprit just came in and walked through the door, so I know I should blame her as well.
oh.
So as soon as we go on
She's like,
break,
what did I walk into? Oh,
y'all was all the way turned yesterday.
No, well, I wasn't.
She left me.
No, I.
Oh, she left you too?
Yeah.
You wasn't
Yeah,
invited?
I was
Oh.
able to go home and watch the awards.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. What happened was.
Still a little.
So wait,
There's levels to the litness.
Wait,
and that level right there, I forgot.
do we have to have a circle meeting and have a conversation?
Yes,
with
we
her?
do.
Okay, yeah, let's
Listen,
let's go to break.
I cannot stand you guys. If you're just tuning in, it's a rundown with your girl Racqui B each and every Monday here, 4 to 6 on 100.9 FM. I got my boy DJ Stunt on the ones and twos every Monday. I got Courtney Kimball in the building. LOLA'S Eyes. Shout out to Logan. We're gonna take a break. When we get back, we got Shy the Realist in the building. Ooh, this is my song. I'm about to go dance, y'all.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
We gotta go. I gotta dance. Stay locked in. This is a rundown.